Ted Cruz continues #never Trump campaign with refusal to endorse Donald Trump at RNC. Sorry, Mr. Trump, but Day 3 of your Republican national coronation convention got hijacked by the man who all but attached the #never Trump hashtag to his pin right from the podium. To the delight of millions of Republicans across the country and more than a few in the Quicken Loans Arena, Texas Senator Ted Cruz gave a moving and passionate 22-minute address dedicated to the concept of freedom and steadfastly refused to endorse his party's nominee. In the opening lines, Cruz congratulated Trump on winning the nomination and then pointedly didn't mention his name again. He merely called for the principles the party stood for to prevail in November, not the man heading the ticket. He ignored boos and a loud outbreak of Endorse Trump that broke from the floor. "I appreciate the enthusiasm of the New York delegation," Cruz smirked. The moment must have been sweet revenge for Cruz, who just hours before had been hosting the farewell rally to his campaign supporters who had followed him all the way to Cleveland. As he finished thanking them, in a stroke of timing that could be anything but coincidental, he was suddenly interrupted by the roar of a low-flying plane. It was, of course, Donald Trump's corporate jet coming in for a landing. It was a final insult in a primary contest where Cruz and Trump began in an uneasy alliance on the debate stage, but ended with a bombastic Texas senator on the receiving end of Trump takedowns. He became Lyin Ted and his Cuban-born father the target of a bizarre Trump conspiracy theory that the elder Cruz was involved in the John F. Kennedy assassination. But elephants don't forget. Wednesday evening, Cruz didn't just upstage the only person among 17 candidates to get more votes and delegates than him. He also upstaged and helped push out of primetime Trump's running mate, Mike Pence. Cruz's address, in fact, validated a mid-afternoon online report that suggested he would run in 2020 even if Trump was the sitting president. This convention speech was his de facto announcement for his fellow U.S. senators furious that Cruz thinks only of himself and not his party. This must have been a terrifying moment. On this summer night in Cleveland, Ted Cruz declared himself the leader of the opposition regardless of who the president will be in 2017. And make no mistake, Cruz has a constituency in what remains a true conservative party. If the Trumpsters think they've taken it over, they can think again. Robert A. George is a Daily News editorial board member.